Energy costs are on the rise, and so we're all looking for ways to cut back on fuel and electricity. Well, I'm at Maggie's Landing overlooking St. Margaret's Bay, where we're going to check out the latest in energy-efficient homes. Our guide today is Jan MacAuley of Healthful Homes Realty. Hi, Jan.
Hi, Heidi.
Now, first of all, tell me why it's important to have an energy-efficient home these days.
Well, Heidi, I think for most homeowners, the most important reason personally is because of the pocketbook and the demands on the pocketbook. Obviously, with the rising and unpredictable costs of fuel these days, people are looking to save that money during the heating season.
So we're in a lovely home right now that has many energy-efficient features. So you're going to tell us about them, so we should go check them out.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we are upstairs now, and this room has a lot of light, great big windows, and a great view here of St. Margaret's Bay. That's great.
Absolutely, Heidi, I completely agree. But this window wasn't placed here just for the view. This window, this faces pretty much directly south, and you want south or southwest to capture the most solar energy coming into the house. Now, what you'll also notice is that this window isn't situated right in the middle of the room. When you have a window right in the middle of the room, there's nowhere for the heat and the light rays to actually bounce off and radiate into the home. Okay, so when you place it in a corner, it actually, and low to the floor like this, it actually causes more of the heat and light energy to reflect into the home and into the area. Okay, so low emissivity is actually a coating that's put on the windows. It's actually to trap heat from going out of the windows, because when the sun is shining and you have a great day and the room is nice and warm, well, because of conduction, as soon as it cools off outside, where does that heat want to go? Out. Right outside the window. And so the low emissivity coating actually prevents that from happening. And this is a low E tester, so you can actually test to make sure that your windows actually have the low E coating if you're buying windows. And so it actually says that the low emissivity coating is on this side of the window.
Oh, okay. Now, if it wasn't, what would it say? Would it say clear?
It would say clear if there was nothing, so you would know that it wasn't a low E window. And if it's on the outer edge, it's actually slightly less efficient, but it would say that it was on the far window. So Heidi, when we were upstairs, we talked about the passive solar design, which allows the house to capture as much solar energy passively from the sun. And we also have an active system in place here, and that's with the solar assisted heating system. Okay. So the panels are actually on the roof, and it's a evacuated tube panel, and those tubes are actually filled with glycol. Okay, and the glycol actually comes in here, and this is our thermal storage system.
Okay. So this basically heats your home and your hot water then?
Exactly.
Okay, what's this?
This is a hot water boiler.
Really?
This is a boiler, yes. And it's actually on-demand hot water heating. And what that means is that there's no electricity going to it. It's not actually being powered until something triggers it, like the sensor triggers it, and it actually turns on at that point.
So it's not on all the time.
That's right, and that's part of the energy efficiency component. Cool. Now, this particular model actually does qualify for Nova Scotia Power's time of use billing. So you actually get your power at 50% the standard rate when you use one of these systems. This is called an exterior air barrier, and you can actually see it here because this is still exposed. But this piece of insulation actually runs around all along the outside of the home.
Wow.
So, and what this does is it actually prevents cold bridging as well as insulates all the air leak, all the little nooks and crannies in a home.
Keeps the air from leaking out.
That's right. So it actually boosts the insulative value of your walls as well as prevents air leakage. So another energy efficient feature that this home has, Heidi, is the in-floor radiant heat. Okay, so underneath this ceramic tiled floor, there's actually 4,000 feet of tubing that is placed in a very efficient pattern. And what happens is from the solar assisted on-demand boiler, the water comes through, circulates through the floors, and goes right back. If it needs to be boosted in heat, it will be, and then it comes actually right back through the floor. So for energy efficiency, the main things to remember is that you have a very tight building envelope first, and then that you incorporate some features that allow your home to capture, utilize, and distribute heat energy, so you save with how much you actually use.
Excellent, great. Well, great tips here. Thank you so much for showing us around here and teaching us some things about energy efficiency.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Learn more about this house or find out how you can make your home more energy efficient by contacting healthfulhomes.ca.